Morning, everyone. In today's class, we covered a beautiful poem, The Snake Trying, written by W. Ross. So, from the title only, we can make out that what the poem is about. The snake trying means the snake is trying to do something. And what is the snake doing? He is trying to escape from what? From a stick that is carried by a human being. And what it is doing? It is trying to escape because he wants to save itself. Okay, so in this poem, poet wants to send a message to the world that every creature is beautiful. We destroy or kill them based on our assumptions. The snake, whom we fear, is actually feared of us. So let's dive into the poem. I'll explain the meanings as well as the explanation of the poem. So let's start. The snake trying to escape the pursuing stick with sudden curvings of thin, long body. How beautiful and graceful are his shapes. Pursuing means chasing, or we can say following. Curvings means twisting. So, in the first line, this is our title, that is the snake trying. So, what does the snake trying? The snake is trying to escape from what? It is trying to escape from the chasing stick. Okay, so one fine day, a snake was resting near a water body. Okay, so a man was also there at that time. So when he saw the snake, the man got afraid. So he ran with a stick towards the snake to kill him, assuming that the snake would harm him. The snake, on the other hand, was afraid and now he is trying to save itself. Okay, so how he is escaping? He is escaping, he is running, and what he is doing? He is making twists and turns. He is turning his body. This is the movement of the snake. Snakes, this is snake walk. He walks like that, by turning and making twist from his long thin body. So the stick is trying to hit the snake. That is why this snake is trying to run. He is trying to escape. Okay, and what he is doing to escape? He is twisting its long and thin body and making curves. So here, what the writer, the poet is saying, the poet is saying that, look how beautiful and graceful his body is looking. He was fascinated by the shape that the snake is making right now while escaping from the stick. So poet is praising the movements of snake. Basically here the snake is nothing doing, and what he is doing, he is trying to escape. Okay, so here we can see that, poet is saying he to the snake. He is referring snake as he. Normally we say it when it comes to animals or non-living things, but here poet is referring the snake as he, as human being. So there is personification. Okay, so now we'll move to the next stanza. So I hope you understood this para. In this para, basically the snake is trying to escape from a stick that is in the hand of a human being, and while escaping from this stick, what the snake is doing, it is making twist and turns from its long and thin body so that he can escape. And that time when he is trying to escape, the poet of the poem is saying that, this snake is looking very beautiful. Look at its shapes. So let's move to next stanza. He glides through the water away from the stroke. Oh, let him go over the water into the reeds to hide without hurt. Small and green, he is harmless even to children. Further, the poet is describing the movement of the snake and says that the snake glides, that means moves to escape from the hitting of that stick. Snake moves through the water bodies, and that time what he is trying to do, he is trying to hide himself behind the marsh, that is reeds or water plants. So that time when he's trying to hide himself, the poet is saying, oh, let him go, let the poor animal go. Why you are trying to hit that? Let it go over the water, and let the snake be hide behind the marsh plants, and don't hurt it. This snake is small and green. He is harmless. This snake cannot even harm to children. So don't hurt it. Let this snake go. Now he is very sympathetic towards the snake and requesting that man not to kill this snake. Now we'll move to next stanza. Along the sand he lay until observed and chased away, and now he vanishes in the ripples among the green slim reeds. This snake was lying quietly without being observed till the time no one notices him. And now someone has noticed him, and this man is trying to do what? This man is trying to kill that snake, because the man is thinking that this snake is going to harm me. That is why this man is trying to kill the snake. And when he is now discovered by a man, so snake is also trying to save itself. Now the snake is trying to escape, and it has already vanished, it has disappeared. Where? Behind the green watery plant, that is the stems that are there in the plant. Okay, so these watery plants are the hidden place of this snake. So this is the entire poem. Okay, so poet is very soft hearted, and he is a very affectionate towards the animals. So here he is trying to give a message that we human beings should we should be affectionate towards the animals, and not every animal is harmful. It is not necessary that every animal is harmful. So this snake which is there in the poem is very harmless. It cannot even harm to a child. So the man which is there in the poem, it does not pay any attention to the poet's request, and this man continues to chase the snake. The man here symbolizes an evil person. How much you try to stop the evil person, he is not going to stop. They keep on doing their evil act. But somehow the snake was able to escape the danger and disappeared. The chase ended with this, and the snake was able to save himself finally. So, this is the conclusion through the poem. The snake trying, the poet W.W.E. Ross wants to deliver a message that, what is the message? That we should be sympathetic towards the animal. We should not run behind the innocent animals to kill them just because they are in front of our eyes. They may be, you know, not harmful for the human beings, but we humans, what we do without thinking, what we do, we try to kill these innocent animals just because we assume that they will harm us. We should respect each and every creature of this world and praise their beauty rather than trying to harm or kill them. So this is it. I hope you also will get some lesson out from this poem and will not kill any innocent creature. So thank you so much. Now you know what you have to do. You have to find out the literary devices used in this poem, write them in your fair notebook, and send a picture of it to me. Thank you.